Hello, hello. This is Tanja from Love Goddess Tarot, and I'm doing a love reading for you today on the relationship and how your significant person sees the relationship and how you see the relationship. So I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot, and I'm looking at the relationship itself, the energy of the relationship. And this can be for your significant person that you're in a relationship with, that you're in no contact with, or separation. This can be for a new crush. This can also be for a friendship that could be more. Take what resonates and let the rest go. And thank you so much for being here today and sharing this sacred space with me. And let's begin. So the first card we have, which is the energy of the relationship, is the Strength card. Now, to me, the Strength card is wonderful for a very good foundation. And to me, the two of you are compatible and have a strong bond. Also, however, you each individually working on healing some aspect of yourself, and you're learning to manage your emotions in a much better way. There's possibly has been an agreement in place that you haven't taken this relationship further as yet, and perhaps there was some disagreement in the recent past that has to do with where's this going, and you may now be in no contact, or things may just be a bit tense because the energies have been rather intense lately. So each of you are reflecting and managing your emotions and healing. The basis of your relationship, so the past. Well, both of you, when you met, definitely had an attraction to each other. Certainly you both bring a lot to the table, so to speak. This is a wonderful card for balance, for having the tools to create a wonderful relationship. So when you met, you would have been attracted to each other. You might also have had a lot to talk about, common interests. You may have met through a work type of situation, through work colleagues or friends. There could have been a mutual person that brought you together. And it certainly feels that both of you share a lot in common, even being on the same wavelength. So now let's have a look at your significant person and how they see you and the relationship. So currently, your person is at some sort of crossroads, which is indicated by the Two of Swords. Well, there are some decisions and some really important ones that your significant person is needing to make. It's possible that due to these decisions, due to this crossroads that they're at, that it may not even have anything to do with you. This could be something big in their life that is changing for them, and they have some important things to decide upon. So this is not a time to push them for answers. Instead, step back and let them be. Let them sort things out. And they will come back to you and give you a much more clearer answer. So a lot depends on how you proceed from here on forwards. They're not decided yet on this relationship, not 100%. And perhaps if you're in no contact, they are taking some time out to reassess the situation. So let them. How did they feel about you, and what was their perception of you when you met? So here we have a very nice card of the past, the different relationships that this person has had in the past. And there's some wounds. There may be some wounds going all the way back to childhood. And these to me indicate this person having tried to have relationships with others, but somehow they've developed a sense of caution because somehow they got hurt or they're carrying around some wounds, and this comes from past relationships. Most definitely from the parents too. And this is why they may be slower and maybe more cautious about getting involved more deeply. You may find that getting to the next level with this person is much slower, so don't push it. All of this is indicating that you need to trust the process and go much slower than you have been. How do you perceive this relationship? You have the Judgment card, which is a wonderful card of transformation. Clearly, you've learned to master your emotions in a much better way. And perhaps this also has to do with your past hurts that you've worked through, and you're going through a wonderful transformation that is indicating that you are very soon going to be on track with your relationships. This also indicates that an ex will make contact again, anything from 2 to 3 weeks to 3 months. So for those of you that are in a no contact situation, you will get your call. How did you feel about the relationship and your person when you met? You get the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups really is your heart overflowing in full, and you have so much love to give. You're empathic by nature. You're a loving, wonderfully warm person. And this was one of the things that attracted your person to you when you met. So you have a lot in common and a very good foundation for this relationship to actually work. However, it may be that because you're so warm and giving, sometimes you expect the same back, and not everybody is on the same page as you. So a lot of what I'm seeing here is about timing, and you certainly have enough love for the both of you. What is the outcome of your relationship? The High Priestess. Well, this is the wild card. This tells me that there are still things that are waiting to be discovered. It certainly isn't over, and you certainly have a strong spiritual bond. However, there are some secrets, some things that are hidden, not necessarily bad, but some things you need to still find out about each other. And perhaps this is the next step. Will it go further? Are you on the same page in terms of your future and in terms of timing? Time will tell, and you will get your answers. What is his perception in the future? And we have the King of Swords. Well, your significant person certainly overthinks a lot. And so they're in the process of thinking and much more in their head than their heart. So it's interesting because here we have a situation of opposites attracting. He or she or they are in their head and you are in your heart. So you see, we have a little bit of a problem. Let them be. Let them think about things. They do want to be fair. They do want to come back to you with some sort of answer. And they certainly are in the future going to be very fair with their words. So expect to have a very good conversation, provided you step back and really listen to where they are at. Because I feel it is more a case of where they're at rather than this not working out. What is your perception of this relationship? And you have the Eight of Wands. Well, this lovely card really talks about wanting to communicate, receiving a lot of communication, and there's going to be a flurry of it in the next 2 weeks to 3 months. There's a lot of communication going up and down. You may receive a text, you may receive a call, and you will be discussing, as the Judgment card shows, a reawakening of the past. So there may be a need for some of you to go back to some past pattern and revise it, to take on a new perception, or perhaps get back together with an ex, because it sure looks like unfinished business. For those of you that are in a relationship, well, this all bodes well. You're absolutely able to sort out what has gone awry in the past, and those miscommunications will be sorted. We have been going through a very intense time, especially to do with love, and our relationships are all about ourselves. What we see around us, what we see in our relationships, all comes from within. So remember, spend some time loving yourself, self-care, spend some time addressing your needs, and your relationship will be back on track in no time. Thanks so much for watching. Please like my channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Love and blessings to you.